Take tequila, mint julep syrup, lime juice, and some of your favorite cuties and crush those up as best as you can so that you can get a lot of juice to add into this mixture. From there, we're going to shake this up very well to make sure that the flavors are blending together. You can spray on some optional edible glitter, then pour the concoction over ice, and then we'll top it off with some mango flavored sparkling water. And now you have the golden promise. Welcome to today's episode of Boozie Books. Today we're going to be talking about my new favorite, The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And girl. Okay, I don't know what you were doing when you were Circe, but no. But this book, perfection. No notes. Not for me. Obviously, I'm not a writer, so my notes probably don't even matter. But as someone who consumes the written art, this book is perfection. This is honestly my second 5-star read. And I don't give my 5 stars out very often. And I don't give them out without. I give my 5 stars out when they are truly deserved. And girl, you deserve all your flowers for this one. Now, you guys know, I come on here, I'm running my mouth, and I'm saying, oh, I don't remember what happened, or something happened, or blah, 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 because I'm halfway paying attention a lot of times. But this book, no, honey, I was present, I was aware, I was taking mental notes because I was just like, this is good. And I came in after reading Circe, and I was just like, here we go. I didn't like Circe. I'm probably not gonna like this book, but we'll give it a try. Why not? What I will say, Circe came up, and I was like, okay, I like Greek mythology. At least I think I do. I looked at some of the reviews, just like very briefly, and I was like, it's mixed feelings about it. And I was like, who even is this author? And then I saw that she had written The Song of Achilles. And I was like, oh, well, I kind of know the story of Achilles. I watched Troy so many times as a child. I basically know it. I don't need to read this book. But I saw that The Song of Achilles had like better ratings than Circe. So I was like, okay, let me give Circe a try. You guys know I did not like Circe at all. And I was like, you know what? To be fair, let me try The Song of Achilles. It had decent reviews. Maybe this particular book wasn't for me. Maybe Song of Achilles will be. And so I decided to reserve it from the library and give it a go. And as I'm listening, I'm like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. And so I was like, wait a minute. Let me just go back and just look at the reviews again. Like, let me make sure that I'm with the majority here. And I saw that people enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, this book is good. But I will tell you, I did not look at the reviews after I read this book because just like in The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I literally don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about this book. I love this book down, and that's all that matters to me. I literally don't care what anybody else has to say about it. So Madeline, girl, you did your big one. I'm going to give you your flowers on this one and this one only, okay? Let's get into the story. If you're a book lover, this book is going to wreck you in the best possible way ever. You want this, trust me. So we have Patroclus. I've called this guy every name under the sun except for his possible actual name because I cannot figure out how to pronounce it. I even went online and looked up pronunciation, and I literally heard like 5 different ways. So I'm just gonna go with Patroclus, but I feel like it's Patroclus. Okay, I'm gonna try to go with Patroclus, but if I don't, you know who I'm talking about. So we have our main guy. He is the narrator. We are living through his eyes in this story, and he's awkward, and he's a little weird, and he's an exiled prince, but he has a pretty decent life for the most part up until the end. And then, of course, there's Achilles, which I think everyone knows. If you don't, look him up. Don't be like me, thinking you know who he is, because basically all I've had to go off of is the movie Troy, which is one of my favorite movies of all time since I was a kid, but in all fairness, I hadn't seen it in like 10 years. Achilles is a demigod. He is the golden boy. He is probably everything that every guy wish he could be. I'm going to call him Patro. Patro and Achilles meet as kids, and I won't say it's like an instant thing, but pretty soon after they meet, they become inseparable. And then, quote me on this, I don't care. I don't care. This may be a hill I'm willing to die on, but then you have like the greatest love story ever. Actually, no, don't quote me on that because Achilles, I got some words for you, but Patro, you are perfect. No notes. I have nothing for you. I want you to have every happiness in the world, honestly. So you fast forward, and then they go to this mountain where they're trained by a centaur, Chiron, Chiron. And then they become basically inseparable even until it's time for Achilles to go to war. Achilles was prophesied to be this great warrior, but he was going to die young. And if he went to war, he was never going to come back. And so that's essentially what happens in the story. But it's not so much about the ending, although the ending's pretty great. It's about what happens in between. This story is truly about the journey. And let me tell you, if you have had your disappointment in men in the past, just read this. It will wipe them all away because Patro, my boy, truly, you're an angel. So, of course, Patro is going to follow his man wherever he goes. He loves his man down. That is my man, my man, my man for Patro 100%. And, of course, you probably know the story. Patro is wearing Achilles' army and he gets killed. Achilles goes into a rage and then he kills Hector, which obviously leads to his own death. But let me tell you, this story is so beautiful. This is another one of those things where I'm just like, yes, give me a love story with a side of war. I like it. I'm into it, but I want it to be a love story. And the Song of Achilles is a beautiful love story about a man who stood by his man and tried to do the right thing. And even into death, he was thinking about this guy and his legacy and just how he could make his life better. And I mean, is there anyone more selfless than him? I'm tearing up already because I'm just like, I love this story so much. Like, Patro is the blueprint for any man. He is the blueprint for the man that I want in my life, 100%. This book is a Greek tragedy meets epic romance, and you're gonna love every second of it. And if you're not crying by the literal last few lines of the book, I need you to report to the nearest psychiatric ward and get yourself checked out because baby, you're not right up here if you're not crying at the end of this. This book is 5.5, no notes. If I had a note, it could have been longer. I could have used more. I wanted more. I literally wanted it to never end. So you might be familiar with the story of Achilles, but you have not heard the story like this. And if you are a hopeless romantic, you're gonna eat this up, hun.